So it was like 11 a.m. on a weekday. All the young people, of course, are like in university and school and whatever. So we didn't really see many young people. And there was just like older people, 40, 50, 60, 70, whatever of, age people going past. And I was literally looking at every single guy and I was thinking like 100% of these guys jack off, 100%. There was one attractive guy who went past. And you know what? I guarantee that he jacks off too. This is what's very interesting. If you had to think what type of guy jacks off, of course we would say, the losers, the betas and stuff. What's very, very interesting, you might see this, is that even the attractive Chad looking type of guys, even they do as well. It's very interesting, isn't it? Even the type of guys who, for example, would have a girlfriend, even the type of guys who, for example, go out and still they hook up with girls. It's like a plague that's infested all types of men, apart from those men who have found nofap and who have gotten into this culture. But there is a huge, huge issue with being in this like community of nofap. And if you're watching this video, you're probably suffering from that. I want to give you advice on nofap because I'm not going to lie. Like when I see these videos online, I'm like, yo, these YouTubers don't know what the they're talking about. They're giving you some trash advice. I don't think these YouTubers practice what they preach whatsoever. When I look at nofap advice and when people ask me advice and they're like, oh, but this guy's video says this, I'm like, what the People are coming to me, my boys are coming to me with worse mental health because they got onto nofap. How does that make sense? Because you got onto nofap, you feel worse because of the way that these guys explain it online. The nofap's benefit timeline, go f yourself. There's no such thing as a nofap benefit timeline. At day 96, you're at day 13. F you. Do you think the body works like that? At day 7.5, you'll get a 3. Shut the f up, bro. You fucking dumb. I'm tired. Like, bro, I've said this. I've raged about these nofap YouTubers many times because they're literally giving you a mental illness. That they are so toxic with this idea that they do is like, I'm on day 7,000 and if you relapse, then you're a like that's what they say. If you relapse, here's all these benefits. Here's the day 90 benefits. Day 90, you'll be able to levitate, but if you relapse, you'll lose everything. Think about how disgusting that advice is. If you relapse, you'll have to start again from the nofap benefit timeline. Go f yourself. Imagine how deep this gets into the mind of a young person who's watching this shit. Imagine saying and actually making an obese guy believe this. And you say to this obese fat guy, you say, okay, here's all the benefits to working out. You'll get to live and people will like you. And you'll get confidence and your heart will start working right. And if you miss a workout, you lose all of these benefits. Imagine saying that. If you go one day without working out, you lose all these benefits. How does that sound? That's what these little cringy YouTubers are telling you, these nofap YouTubers. Every single one that I've seen, just they say this bullshit to you that if you relapse, you've lost all the benefits. It's like, literally, it's like saying if you take a day from the gym, you've lost all of the gains. How fucking stupid is that? And it's like, it's such a toxic, the amount of young guys who came to me and they get like almost in tears where they're like, I can't get to day 90. It's been like day 3, I got to day 7. And they start getting annoyed. I got to day 7 and I relapsed. I'm like, day 7 is an accomplishment. So you're telling me in the last 8 days, you fapped once? They're like, yeah. How many times did you used to fap per week? Like every day, twice a day. Do you not see like the huge fucking progress that you've just made? That is huge progress. You used to jack off every single day. Let's say you got to day 3 and you've relapsed, right? These horrible motherfuckers will tell you that you failed and you have to reset your progress. I will tell you, any good-hearted person will tell you that if you've got to day 3 and you've relapsed on day 3, that means that over 3 days, you fapped once. Just 6 months ago, over 3 days, you were fapping 3 times, maybe 4, maybe 5. Progress. You have to understand, this is like porn and masturbation is a habit that you've been building up for years. It takes months, if not years, to destroy that habit. It took me 5 years to destroy it. For a solid, I think 2 years after I found nofap, I could barely get to like day 7. It was only when I stopped counting the days in university and I wasn't sat there like etching it into my wall with a knife, like, I'm on day 7, I'm so close to the nofap benefits time, like, you. That's when I started getting closer and closer to the golden point of nofap. That's something I've mentioned which no one else has. There is a golden point of nofap. It's the ultimate goal to get to. The golden point of nofap is where you forget that nofap exists. It's where you forget that porn and masturbation is like even a thing. It's like every now and then when I see the word nofap and porn and masturbation, I'm like, oh yeah, like that's a thing. Like I completely forget that it's like a thing that you can do to like masturbate. That's the best case scenario. The issue is that when you watch all these YouTubers, you're watching this video right now, you are obsessed with this. You're so obsessed that you're literally stopping yourself from getting to this golden point.